Hello, this is Nicholas Tanek from YourKinkyFriends.com. Wow, do I have a wonderful guest with me tonight. She's a professional dominatrix. We're going to talk about humiliation. We're going to talk about nipple torture. We're going to talk about trampling and feminization and all that good stuff. Please welcome Mara Mayhem. Say hi.
Hi there.
Hi. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a professional dominatrix based out of Chicago, but will traveling, and I've been in the business, quote unquote, since 2007.
Okay. So I'm always curious about like the origin stories. Would you tell us how you became a professional dominatrix? What was your first time out as kinky? Was it a munch? Was it a party? Was it just in front of a partner or what?
Well, I went to a liberal arts college, and no, it wasn't a kinky boyfriend. I met some goth kids. Lo and behold, I was a goth kid too, still am to some degree, and they invited me to a BDSM party in city. So I went at 19 to a kink party.
Those goth kids. Oh yeah, I was a goth kid too. As you know, like, yeah, we know how to party. All right, so how did you get started in the profession of being a professional dominatrix? I mean, you don't just like wake up and like I'm gonna become.
I think seeing professional dominatrices strut around in vinyl at the goth clubs when I was growing up really left a solid impression on my mind. Finding copies of, say, Venus and Furs under my mom's bed was another thing. I was tying up boys at 9, so
Oh, I wish I knew you back then.
I was a lot of fun and a lot of trouble. The shy ones, they usually are, right?
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, I write about this. I have a book called Chick Black Nail Polish, and I was a teenager, and this young lady who I fell in love with, who was a goth woman, like she tied me up for the first time, and like we didn't do anything. She just tied me up, and that was just like mind blowing to me. That like just totally life changing, totally mind blowing. Okay, so when we talk about femdom and being a professional dominatrix, everyone has their specialties. You know, the rabbit hole goes very, very deep. So,
Mm-hmm.
what would you say your specialties are?
Oh well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a mercurial bitch. So, my I play according to my mood, but top favorites are I'm absolutely very passionate about nipple torture and nipple play. Um, we can go into descriptors if you want, or I can
Yeah,
also
let's go.
sure. So the more creative, the better. I have found 1,000 ways till Sunday to twerk, twist, and tie, and compress your nipples. And I'm always finding new ways.
You know what's interesting about that, and I know that you're also into sissification, and it seems like sometimes they go hand in hand, the nipple torture and the sissification stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it about nipple torture that, like, all right, some people think foot fetish is the most popular fetish, and it's a very, very popular
Yeah.
fetish. But like me looking at a lot of porn all the time. Um,
We're all honest.
yeah, I don't know back on this thing. So yeah, nipple torture is such a huge fetish for so many people, both people to torture others and people to get tortured. So why do you think it is that popular?
Until you had like asked me that question, I didn't know it was so popular. I always thought like cross dressing and foot fetish were like the top porn categories when it kind of came to BDSM porn, or what people gravitate towards. But I mean, what I'm going to say is, like, with the benefit of all these people gravitating towards nipple torture, I have more ways and more accessories to choose from because people are getting more interested in designing more things. So that's the pro. As to why it's popular, I think it's just such an accessible spot on the male anatomy or even the female anatomy. If you think about it, it's like an easy button to press. No, well, pun intended, literally. And and I think you can. It's a good precursor to getting to know, like, is this a hot spot for you? Is it not? I think it's one of the most easily accessible, nudity areas, if you will.
Okay, so there's the typical stereotypical clamps, but there are other things, and I'll let you think of the other things. What are the other things you could use for nipple torture besides the standard uh, nipple clamp?
Besides the clamp, I currently don't have very long nails, but I do like having stiletto nails to scratch and twist and tie and, just have a lot of fun with. So that's an idea. As an alternative, you could get some of the drag queen gloves that have nails already attached if you wanted to go a less committed route. The vampire glove, which is a leather glove which has some pricks on it, is a very lovely tool for exploring that arena.
And also, may I add, if you don't have money for that stuff, straight up clothespin.
Absolutely, clothespin.
Or
Actually,
the
I will add another inexpensive one there, just since you did ask me about budget stuff in the questionnaire. Um, I find that the little shrimp cocktail forks that you can get at the dollar store,
oh
ones,
damn, I didn't think about those. Oh, I
those
was
are
thinking about
actually,
these little things.
those aren't exactly little.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I mean, you could. I'm just
Yeah.
being just no, but literally, the little cocktail shrimp forks from the dollar store will do wonders.
Okay, all right. Oh, don't tell my dom that she's gonna
I think
gonna
it's
watch this, and oh my god, I'm in trouble. Uh, all right, let's talk about humiliation. Humiliation is a major fetish of many people. Um, I find it a fetish of mine, in many ways. So, what are some of the most humiliating things you made people do?
I mean, the list is long and varied, and I had to really think about this question because I've been doing this how long now, and I've made people do a lot of things over the years. So I had to, like, decide between, like, the two top memorable things that make me chuckle every time. So uh, the second, the not most impressionable one, but second most impressionable one was in an incident where I had a slave bound to a hotel couch. I forced him to watch the Animaniacs theme song over and over again while making him masturbate with bologna in his pants.
Wait. Did you say baloney?
Yes, because the theme song with bologna in your pants. That's actually in the theme song for the Animaniacs.
Damn. All right. That's a new one. That's a new one for your. That's a new one for your kinky friends. Okay.
Well, you gotta keep it interesting.
Yeah, you do. You do. That's totally true. So, all right. Let's talk about trampling.
Okay.
Now, some people don't understand what trampling is. Can you just like give us a basic definition of like what's it all about?
Well, I am not Merriam-Webster, so I'll try to do it justice. Trampling is when a person, a submissive or a slave, someone who identifies more in that category, or someone who just wants to be subservient, wants to lay beneath you and be the ground that you trot upon. And what's fun with that is that there's multiple ways you can trample, and it's also great breath play.
Yes. Okay. So let's talk about that. Um,
Okay.
as a professional, yeah, obviously safety is an issue, and when you're dealing with breath play and sitting on someone's face or just using your body to kind of not have them breathe for a little while. What precautions do you take?
So when I am doing that, and for the record, I hate when I say on camera, so there's that. The thing I like to do with my trampling specimen, if you will, is I like to study the pulse on them because you can tell from the side of the neck oftentimes, and also pay attention to their eyes, their face. What are they going blue in the face? Are they going red? You got to pay attention to the bodily functions and signals because that's your cue. Is too much? Is it too much?
Wow, that's a great answer. Oh my God. See, we're learning. We're all learning. It's great. All right, let's talk about feminization. We were discussing this before. I have a whole love of sissy porn and forced feminization and stuff like that. So please, and I'm not like asking for a session or anything like that, but please take us through the process of like someone comes up to you. Um, what is the process, someone who has no experience in this at all,
Okay.
someone comes up to you, they contact you through your website or whatever. How, like, what's the process?
I mean, to the process to see me is a different subject altogether. Do you want to go into that?
Yeah, let's go into that.
Well, I mean, first off, I have a website. I prefer that people go to my website and study me up a little before they contact me. It's not neuroscience, it's just common sense. And make sure that I'm the right fit for you because guess what? I'm not everyone's dom and I don't want to be. It's quality over quantity. So that's my little soapbox rant on that. I prefer people to be punctual and good communicators. The hi, are you available emails just will not suffice. It's like, I don't know you, John Smith from wherever. I don't know what your interests are. So, good communication, references if possible. If not, we'll go through other screening techniques. But I try to respect everyone's privacy with that, and I never kiss and tell.
Okay. All right. Yeah. One thing though, I know because I do have a lot of friends who are professional doms, and anybody who's watching this, don't waste their time.
Please don't. I only have so much finite time on this earth, and I don't want to spend it on being at the dungeon, decked out in latex or leather, waiting on your ass to show up. I want
Or
to be.
even just online, even just the online stuff to get to the dungeon and stuff. Don't waste their time. I'm telling you,
Oh,
everything. Okay, so all right,
anyway, that's
Sissy.
aside.
All right, feminization. Someone goes through the screening process, right? And they say that they want to be feminized, and a big part of feminization is chastity and just wearing female lingerie and stuff like that in front of a woman, and because they want to wear it, they'd rather be told to wear it. So, all right, someone goes through the screening process. What happens next?
Well, we confirm a date, time, place, and then you know if all goes according to that, we meet. And then I size them up. Of course, if they wanted feminization, I do ask for their measurements and shoe size ahead of time. Because guess what? What if I don't have that size on hand? It's a good little trip to the thrift store for me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I like to plan. I like to plan as much as possible. And also, it's just helpful if I don't have your size in like the closet to be able to have something on hand for you. Depending on like what level of like transformation we're going through, right? Are we doing a full transformation, or do you just want to be stuck in a pair of girl pants? I mean, there's so many different variations on that.
Oh, definitely, definitely. For example, I'm more of just the submissive. If like when my dom puts me in a dress or something like that, I don't act feminine or do anything like that. I just get like really like, yeah, yes, yes, goddess. Please do. Please just let me kiss your feet and lick your pussy. Please. Just like, like, oh God, that's all I wanted. Please just let me out of my chastity advice. All right. So speaking of feminization and sissification and stuff like that, chastity plays a role, and I didn't see that in your bio on your. Does that play a part ever?
It does, but I think it's one of those things that is negotiated and, not necessarily earned, because let's face it, it's not always something you want to earn. It's painful, it's cumbersome, it's in the way. Oh my god, I have to go through a metal detector tomorrow, Miss Chris, what do I do?
It's also a responsibility on your part. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I got to hold a key now.
And I do hold, currently I only have one in chastity, and he's a lovely fellow, and I drive him crazy every day, and that's my job.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll talk about this. So yeah, like whenever I'm in chastity, my dom, she just like sends me porn all day long. I'm just like, God.
Who are you?
Yeah, we have fun. So, so your person who you have in chastity right now, um, how long has this person been locked up for?
This time around, since I let him come at Christmas, so it's almost 4 months.
Wow. Okay. And is this in person or online?
Um, I've met. He's actually a very long term patron of mine. But he doesn't. He's not local to me, so we do a lot of stuff weekly over the phone, and then we see each other maybe 2 to 4 times a year.
Okay. So now is this something where you only have the key, or does he have like a backup key for
He
emergency?
has a backup key frozen in an ice cube tray at the back of his freezer in the event that he were to have a medical emergency, which he's had in the past, or say he has to go to court the next day or a federal law office of some sort, and there's a
Hmm.
metal detector since he works for the federal government.
Yeah, a lot of my dominatrix friends, they make him put it in a coffee can and fill it with water, put it in the freezer, right? Because you can't just like you can't microwave it
No.
to get. You have to wait a little bit. But there is this one, and I've said this before on the show. Um, Someone they she made him take a condom and jerk off over and over and over again into the condom, right? And basically fill it up and then drop the key in it and then tie it and then put it in between a paper towel and then put that in the freezer. And then she made him basically fuck himself while in chastity, basically fuck himself with the key in 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 the frozen cum filled condom of his own cum. So that's
Ouch.
it gets creative, doesn't it?
You have to be. You have to be, but you also have to be cognizant of any emergencies that can come up.
Definitely, definitely. Um, okay, so you have been a part of the scene for a while, um, and you're into very, very many things. And I'm wondering, I'm into things now these days that I've never thought I'd ever be into. Is there anything new that you're interested in that you want to experience more?
Oh, yeah. So you asked me that when you gave me the questionnaire, and I like this, and I've been giving this some actual thought. So the scene I have yet to do and really want to do, and this is a scene. It's really a ball busting CBT oriented scene because I love that as well. Um, it's since baseball season is almost upon us, or softball season, I sort of feel like I should dress up as a pitcher and have someone to have target practice with, if you will.
Oh, that's an interesting one, right? That's you could have like a whole outfit, you know. like like ladies versus men, or ladies versus sissies, or whatever like that. And you can get, you know what, you can get spiked baseballs. You fuck, just lob them at it. Just
You're giving me a lot of ideas, and I live in Chicago, which is supposedly a really violent city. Okay, it is. I get it. And
yeah.
a lot of
Wasn't it
baseball bats like that.
yeah, it was in Chicago like the murder capital of the world a couple years ago. Yeah,
I think it currently still holds that
it
title.
might be. It might be the gun violence. But I've been to Chicago many times, and I must say the kink community there is pretty wonderful. So let's please give some advice to some people, like someone who's kinky, who wants to get into the kink community. Um, uh, what do they do, especially now with all these different laws and the websites and the shutting down and stuff like that? What can kinky people who don't live the lifestyle but want to, what can they do?
I mean, in terms of online things, that's difficult, but the tried and true, um, what's it? Not Whippler, FetLife is an option for you. And I think there's some closed kink communities on Facebook as well, but you have to search for them and I think get approved by the administrator as well. So that's one way to breach the gap a little bit. And I think two is like look up kink events in your community online. Like where are the dungeons if nearby? And see what the process is for like open membership nights or trial nights and see if that's a fit for you and learn, go to meet and greets that way.
Yes, I totally agree. And also, references go a long way. If you know anybody who's kinky who could vouch for you, that goes in an incredible long way. All right, we have a segment here. It's called BDSM on a budget. Now, I totally recommend everybody support high-end BDSM products, whether they're equipment, whether they're toys, whether they're outfits, you name it. If you have the money to do it, support it. But not everybody has the money. So,
Right.
what are some ways that someone can still be broke, but still be kinky?
Ah, the poor college kid idea. Let's start with the poor college kid's budget.
Okay.
Kinky aspirations. Where did I start? What was really helpful in the beginning was, oh, what's that? This Dom is moving and is having an estate sale? Let's go. That's one way. So if you find out that there's like a kinky community garage sale going on, seize the opportunity. Otherwise, I thought about it when you posed the question in the questionnaire, and there's a book that I like, and I don't know if it's in publication still, but you probably could find it in some used vendors if you need to. Is what's it called? Let me look. My notes are The Better Built Bondage Book by Douglas Kent.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, handmade toys. A soup spoon, a wooden soup spoon can be an excellent, corporal device. Let's be honest.
Yeah, my dom did a whole article about, she went and she got one of those what are those things that you used to move, the bungee cords? Yeah, and if you cut them right, there's a bunch of like stringy wire in them, and all you need a duct tape, $1. I can show it to you if you want. You want me to show it to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, it goes through all my stuff. Damn it. Ah.
If you can't, it's no issue.
Oh, great. Look about it. Ah. Yeah, look at this thing.
Wow.
$1. Cost $1.
I love
And
it.
it hurts like hell.
It looks
Um,
like it would.
look. All right. So the next part is recommendations, rapid fire recommendations, and they don't have to be kink related. Okay, they can be, but they don't have to be.
Okay.
All right. So recommend a book.
My favorite thing is Monsters by Emil Ferris. It's a graphic novel.
Oh, okay. All
Volume
right.
1, Volume 2.
All right. Recommend a song.
Drag Majesty is the band, and the song is Dot in the Sky.
All right. All right. Recommend a movie.
Movie. What did I see recently that I liked? That's the problem, I think. The Graduate.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of regarding the graduate. Regarding the graduate, um, it's like there's a lot of discussion about like who did they make the right decision. I mean, is the guy worth leaving life for and stuff like that? There's yeah, yeah,
It is a wonderfully existential film.
yeah, definitely. It's a lot deeper than a lot of people think. Um, Definitely. Okay, so recommend a television show.
Oof. Gee, South Park. I'll be honest.
Oh my God, I was watching South Park. I was watching South Park today, and it's brilliant. It's a brilliant show. Oh my
It gets
God.
better with age.
Yeah, yeah, it gets better with age. And just when I think that I'm like, this is like just another, like toilet humor and stuff like that, they just knock it out the park. They really do. South Park, they're genius. And you know what's interesting about it? Every show is made in 1 week.
That's impressive. I did not know that fact.
Yeah, they like seriously, they come in like they take a break and then they're like, okay, we're gonna take 1 week and boom, and they knock it out the park in one
That's
week. And
amazing.
yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, recommend a meal.
Oh, I'm vegetarian. You might not like what I eat.
I'm vegetarian too.
Okay, what do I? See, I'm really digging vegan tacos right now.
Vegan, what, maybe tofu?
Seitan
Ooh,
and
ooh.
avocado,
Oh, that sounds good.
right?
That sounds really good. All right. Recommend anything.
Anything. Recommend anything. Read more. Look at your phone less. Oh, guilty. We all need to do that more.
Yeah, I know. I noticed you mentioned Venus and Furs. That's what like when I was young. It's one of the first books that I ever read. Even before you know Romeo and Juliet or like seriously, like I found that book and I was like, what the hell is this? I loved it.
Absolutely. It's one of those eye openers. And I think one of the reasons we gravitate towards that or the story of O as a second option is like they're accessible, right? They're at every Barnes and Noble growing up or every used bookstore or online.
Have you seen the play or the Roman Polanski
I
movie?
love the play. I love the play. I have not seen the Roman Polanski version.
It's pretty good. It's good. I haven't seen the play. I would love to see the play, but but the movie's great. I do love that, and I'm like I gotta see the play, but it ended before I got a chance to see it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're coming to the end, and this is a word association. Okay, so I'm gonna say a word. This is and this is gonna be silly. It can be fun. It can be whatever. I'm gonna say a word or phrase, and you say the first thing that pops into your head. All right. So if I say chastity, you may say lock, but you know what? You were thinking of vegan tacos. So if I say chastity, first thing that pops in your head is vegan tacos. That's okay. There's no wrong answer. All right. There's no wrong answer. So that's rule number one. Say the first thing that pops in your head. Okay. No wrong answer. Second rule. The second rule: we don't kink shame. So if I say something that you're not into, please don't make fun of it. Just say not my thing.
Okay.
Okay. Then there's the jar.
The jar.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Tangled Blue. Oh, Tangled Blue, I love you. Tangled Blue is part of your kinky friends, and we have a very silly sense of humor, very absurd. And she sent me this jar filled with little pieces of paper, and I don't know what's in this jar. A lot of it's nonsense, some of it's not, and I'm gonna pick stuff out of the jar, and you see the first thing that pops in your head for that. Okay. Now, keep in mind, everything for me is off the top of my head too. So, we're on the same page here. Okay?
That's fair.
All right. Everything I say is going to be kink related. Now, I don't know what the hell's going to come out of here, though. All right. Ready to go?
Sure.
All right. Sissies.
Wigs.
Pegging.
Ouch.
Leather.
Yum.
St. Andrew's Cross.
Bondage.
Fire play.
Ouch.
Knife play.
Left-handed. No.
Oh, yeah. The Hitachi magic wand.
Ooh, so many fun times.
It is good. It's like I even enjoy it. The violet wand.
Buzz.
Straight jackets.
How long does the thing take to strap clothes? My God, I love it though. That's really what I think about. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about the physical action of putting someone in.
It does. It takes a while to
God
get
damn it!
out.
How long does this thing take?
I actually own one. I got one for Christmas, and I and I gotta admit, it takes a while. It takes a while to like the whole thing. I like the whole, like
Give yourself
the whole
a
process.
hug.
I like the whole process, because I can't put myself into it. When I was a kid, I used to make my own straight jackets with with like raincoats and belts and stuff like that, and like wiggle around the floor like a weirdo. Yeah.
I like
it. So, all right, the daddy baby girl dynamic.
No, thank you.
Okay. The 50s housewife dynamic.
Rockabilly.
Oh, interesting. All right, fisting. That's not a word or phrase, but that'll count. All right. So,
it's my small hand, damn it. My hands are built for fisting.
Latex.
Anytime.
All right. Smothering.
What was that?
Smothering.
How long?
Oh, wow. You're wicked.
I'm here all week.
All right. Let's go to the jar.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what we got. All right. We got beg.
Beg nicely.
We have leash.
You better follow.
All right. We have vulva.
I have one.
We have meow, meow, meow.
My cat's in the other room. Would you like me to go get him?
No, but you can tell us what the name of the cat is.
Well, I have two actually.
Okay.
So they're both black and white babies. They're Malcolm and Oscar.
Ah, if I had a black cat, I'd name it Soy Sauce.
That's an interesting choice. Why is that?
Soy Sauce is black, and I think it's.
It kind of is a murky black, isn't it?
Or if a tuxedo cat. Jim, my friend Julie named her cat Jimmy Jazz.
I think that's suitable. Yeah, I like that.
Speaking of cats, kitten.
How cute.
All Okay. You're gonna like this one. Cock. All right. Did I say choking?
What was
Choking? Choking.
that? Choking. Which hand goes over which?
All right. Water sports.
I better eat the asparagus.
All right. I'm sorry. Consensual, non-consensual, or rape play.
Not my thing.
Okay. Finally, we've come to the end. Scat.
I have a lot of feelings on that subject, good and bad.
Okay. All right.
I can't think of a direct word, that's the problem, but I'm going shit.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I can think. I have a lot of feelings towards that subject. It's something I've enjoyed and something I've. Yeah.
Okay. You have a bunch of tattoos, and tattoos is actually like a fetish for many people. Are you planning on getting any more? Do you have a favorite one?
Hey, I can't see you on the screen. Can you still see me? Just a
I
quick.
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I didn't lose you. Actually, ironically, it's funny you should ask that. Tomorrow I'm getting tattooed.
Oh, you have what?
I'm getting a British cemetery scene, Victorian scene on my leg.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So, oh my God, Mara Mayhem, you have been an absolute pleasure to talk to. Please take this time to promote everything and anything you want. That includes FetLife, Twitter, Facebook, you name it, Snapchat, whatever. Please just go.
Okay, well, my website, for those not initiated, is www.maramayhem.com. So that's maramayhem.com. My my Twitter is msmara all underscore or all lowercase, excuse me. And my Periscope is also found through Twitter, so you can those sort of piggyback off each other, I believe. And Instagram is Mistress Mara Mayhem. So look me up there. I post a lot of interesting stuff on there.
And check out the site, the profile, everything. I put all the links up there. You could find this. You could find her. It's great. You could find me all over Twitter and Facebook at Nicholas Tanek. I'm at Instagram at Nick Tanek. And then there's also Friends Kinky. We have a chat group on Discord. You can find it through yourkinkyfriends.com. And yeah, just if you do your research, you'll find me and you'll find all the people that we love. So please, Mara, please stay on the line after we're done. And
Okay.
it's getting late, my friends. My Dom is calling me. Remember the cardinal rule: be cool, be kind, and keep an open mind. Thank you.